Shalom, shalom, Akim. Kohalayim la Yahawah Shai BAHASHAM Kakudash. The honors to the elders and apostles who have millstone and teaching me well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. And by that time, I'm coming at you from the GMS Tampa camp down here in Tampa, Florida. Like it. Bear with me. This is going to be titled. This is going to be titled "The Table." You know, somewhere along those lines, because you got these Edomites, these racist Edomites, who are trying to somehow cling on to their freedom of speech, their First Amendment. Okay. By targeting Jake, by having these fallouts, saying the N-word, terrorizing Jake. Okay, these are streamers. You got streamers doing these things. You got your average Joe Schmo doing these things. Okay. But they're getting payback, you know. They're not getting away with these things. All right. They getting. You got this guy, Chud or Chad the Builder, whatever the nigga name is an Edomite who walks around with a cowboy hat on and a gun on his hip, and all he does is antagonize Jake and provoke Jake by calling him N-words, baboons, calling them monkeys. He say you chimping out. He's chimping out. He basically trolling Jake with a gun on his hip, hoping for Jake to do something so he can shoot them. But now this nigga's getting persecuted. All right, you got another Edomite running around, okay, and he act just like a Jake. Got missing teeth in his mouth. He pulled up on this Edomite called Chud the Builder, took his hat off his head, was trolling him on video, had him chasing him all around the block, man, and he still got his hat to this day. The dude ended up calling the cops on him. But now he's making videos and getting famous off of terrorizing the racist dude, Chud the Builder. Now this guy just got arrested, all right, for walking out, basically stealing on stream. He just got arrested for it. He got out of court and somebody swung on his ass. As soon as he stepped foot out of court, he got swung on, broad daylight, and ended up shooting the guy in the stomach. He was seen on video. This happened after he was seen on video crying to the public about he getting death threats. People are threatening his life. Somebody killed his dog. He going through it, and then you got this post here. All right. I don't really think the video is necessary. It's just a video of the woman crying in court, talking about this is not me. I wouldn't do something like this. This is not me. I know what I did was wrong, but this is not the type of person I am. Yeah, whatever. Let me find it real quick. It says, a Georgia couple who terrorized a black family at a child's birthday party with Confederate flags, racial slurs, guns, and death threats were sentenced for a hate crime. Joe Torres got 20 years. Kyla Norton got 15. And you see the woman Kyla in the picture crying. You know how that goes. You can really look it up to see the video. But I wouldn't say it's worth watching. It's just a woman, you know, just these Edomite women with the alligator tears. You know how they always play the victim. And that's exactly what she's doing in this situation. But these people have a pure hatred for us, man. And I wouldn't say it's pure. It's a perpetual. Let's grab it. Because when they get persecuted for such things, they immediately bring up the First Amendment. Oh, I don't have a freedom of speech. I don't have the freedom to do this and do that. As though they're testing the laws, but they're using it on the wrong people. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Yasharallah by the force of the sword, and the time of their calamity, and the time of their iniquity had an end. So these devils, these Edomites, okay, whether you got a good one, you feel like you got a good friend, Edomite, he's one of the good ones. They're not. Deep down, they hate you. Down to their core, they hate you. They hate your guts, man. Okay, they hate everything about you. They hate your hair. They hate the way you look, the way you talk, the way you speak. All right? You got a lot of... It's lucky, excuse me. You got a lot of videos coming out where these women, these Edomite women are revealing the racism within the household. You just... Shit, I seen one today. This morning. This Edomite woman got into a fight like 3 times with her dad. And it was vicious. It was a vicious fight. The cops had to be called. They was beating each other ass because the dad didn't accept her boyfriend. They had dinner together, and the dad was calling her boyfriend the N-word, hard R, and calling her an N-word lover. Okay? So you see these Edomites are losing it because they see their kingdom is collapsed. They're losing their kingdom, and they're trying to bring that back by force. Because that's what MAGA is really all about. Make America Great Again is really about just making America racist again. And America's already racist. But they want the freedom to be racist and get away with it. They want the freedom to oppress and get away with it. But now they're getting punished because that time period is up. We're no longer in that time. You can kiss those days goodbye. Okay, they call those days a golden age, but this shit ain't golden no more. This shit is over. Okay? Let's grab it. Isaiah. Grab a different version. In the book Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 8, it says, For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. It's the year of recompenses, baby. The day of the Lord's vengeance. All right, the Lord is not playing with you devils. You see your kingdom collapse, and you think you can still play that shit and pull that shit on Jake? We're gonna find out, man. It's no longer we're not living in the age we used to live in, where Jake was completely powerless, trapped in a land they knew not. No guns, no weapons. Okay, not even able to understand your language. But Jake has been put up on game since then. Okay, it's not gonna be so simple as what you used to do to us and get away with it. It's not gonna be so simple anymore. All right, unless you're gonna start an all-out civil war. You got these Edomites, like I just brought out. The nigga Chud the Builder, he was getting oppressed by his own kind. But Edomite was doing that shit to him. He getting death threats from Edomites that want to be Jake. Okay, and shit, they might be Jake. Shit, you know, you might have some that are Jakes that look like Edomites. But this nigga getting oppressed by his own people. That's how you know that their kingdom has fallen. It's proof. It's evidence that their kingdom is done. Let's grab it. Because it's not even really Jake going in on these niggas like that. It's the fucking Edomites. And in the video, I might post it. You know, it depends. But in the video, you seen the woman getting judgment for riding around with shotguns and shouting out racial slurs at the children at their birthday party. You see the Jake mom, she's sitting there saying, I forgive you. I forgive you. All right? Look how much compassion Jake has, even after you done threaten their lives. Okay, this is called natural affection, which the scripture says these Edomites ain't got. All right? It says, Isaiah 19:2, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Now, if that Eve did that to the fucking Edomite woman family, they will want the death sentence. Okay? They will want them to get the death sentence. They want them to be put under the prison, and they would. Okay? But you got to remember, we still in Esau's kingdom. Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Because now everybody love Jake. You got a lot of Edomites starting to come out saying, why are we oppressing Jake? You got Northern Kingdom coming out saying, why are we oppressing Jake? All these nations coming out. Look at the nations overseas. Shit, Russia. He opened up the archives and pulled out what? Jake leaders. He pulled out this, what is Job 9:24. And this was a major blow to Esau's rulership and his dynasty. Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. So who else covering the faces of the judges of the earth? Who are the judges of the earth? The prophets, YAHAWASHI, all right, the angels, the Most High, all right? All these men in the Bible that have been leading by example. It says, he covereth the faces of the judges of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Who else did this? Who else whitewashed? Who else got something called the Renaissance period or the rebirth period? Okay, where they had introduced their art and painted over the men of the Lord. Okay, and called it artwork. What other nation has done such a thing? What other nation has tried to change the Bible to their liking? All right, or at least change the narrative of the Bible to their liking. Esau, Edom. Who else has done this? Nobody but Esau. That's why he has to pay. Okay? She in the video. I'm sorry, this isn't me. No, don't fucking pull out them alligator tears. Now you finna go in there with other Jake woman. Your roommate might be a fucking Jake. And she gonna dog your ass. And she know it. That's why they don't want to go in there. The husband crying too. It was most likely his idea. Okay? Most likely his fucking idea. And then she was believing that they was going to get away with it through him. She trusted him. And look where it got her. All right? You wanted a chance and a shot out professing your hatred. It's not the same time anymore. What's happening is a flip, a switch. The power is being redistributed. Okay? You ain't gonna no longer have that power you have. All that power you got, all that freedom you got. Okay? The ability and capability to say and do whatever you want and get away with it to Jake. It's not the same time anymore, man. Okay? The Lord is coming back and he's stepping for his people. That's why we brought the scripture out. The year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. Y'all fucking with the Lord's people, man. The Lord is already attacking your country. Haven't you seen? Haven't you noticed? What makes you think you're going to get away in the midst of the attacks? So here it is. They got put in the slammer. One for 20 years and one for 15. Let's grab this. Close out with this. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So the curses that's been placed upon us is now being put upon our enemies. Okay? You back in the day, you couldn't stand a coon ass nigga fighting for the Edomites. This was a curse. Our people were so destroyed, they're fighting for their own enemies. Now you got Esau, you got Edomites fighting against Edomites. Edomites catching judgment in the courts for persecuting Jake. They're getting jail time for a hate crime. Does it not say in the scriptures they had a perpetual hatred against us? Is this not the man the scriptures are talking about, Esau, Edom? So you see the time is changing, man. That's how you know the Lord is near. Because look at that. Scriptures say, blessed is the man that liveth to see the downfall of his enemies, the destruction of his enemies. The Lord is destroying our enemies right in front of us, and we are more than blessed just to sit here and witness it, to be here on the earth to see it happen. This is a blessing, okay? You got to thank the Lord, YAHAWASHI, every day, because you've seen the enemies that persecuted you in your past lives, in this life, get took down. Now is the time. Matter of fact, let me grab that. We'll close out with that. Bear with me just a second. Take a little longer to find these scriptures these days because apparently the KJV got hacked. NLT. Yep, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 102 and verse 13, in the NLT. You will arise and have mercy on Jerusalem, and now is the time to pity her. Now is the time you promised to help. So now is the time the Lord promised to help us. It's no longer y'all gonna keep doing us dirty and getting away with it. That time is up. Esau's been exposed too deeply now for a peon Edomite just to get away with hate crimes. Don't get me wrong, these Edomites still hate us, though you got judged for it. You got judged because you got caught. Multiple witnesses on your ass. The whole neighborhood had to call the cops on these people, not just Jake. Okay, so don't get me wrong, these Edomites still hate us, and they still commit hate crimes towards us systematically through our food, through our water, our entertainment. All right, through the air we breathe, they still commit hate crimes towards us. Okay, but they try to be sneaky with it. It's illegal if you can get away with it. But if you get caught, yeah, your ass going on the slammer. This is an illegal matter to the Lord. Okay? The tide of the battle is changing. The tide of the waves is changing. Okay? It's about to start going the other way. You're about to be on the bottom and we about to be on the top. It's a power switch going on. Okay? Nobody looking for Jake to be on top. They thinking Russia, China got it next. No. It's the people who you least expect. The poor, the brokenhearted. Okay? Jake coming up, man. And that's all I got on that. So with this, I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. I'll keep it out for listening to truth and sincerity. Until next time, inshallah, I give all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM,